What a cool little lake Fairfield is. You know, south of Dallas, north of Houston, not too far off the interstate. Had some great state park ramps on it. You know, not a big lake, not a hard lake to figure out. Definitely was blessed to be able to fish it during the middle of the week. There wasn't a ton of boat traffic, probably tied a little bit to the cold front, but some beautiful fish in there. You know, all the way from their green colors, which something about that when I look at a bass that I like, to all the cover, to how strong they were, solid quality fish. It's definitely a lake that really had popped up on my radar. Come here, buddy. Oh! It's gonna get away. We're gonna power pole down before you get away, buddy. Come here. That just kind of shows you some of the bites we're having and how light they are. You know, with the wind, you got loops in your line, you got slack in your line, you got bends in your line. And then when you get that hook set in one, a lot of times you're not catching up with everything to get them in there. And we've, I don't know, probably half a dozen, maybe more, that we've lost or had on that got away. I'm gonna say it's probably more. So definitely had a pretty good day. Probably, you know, put a dozen in the boat now and on 20 plus bites. So I'd say that's a pretty good day of fishing.